Dr. Zinthik adjusted the combat arena's sensor array for the third time, his confidence wavering. As the Galactic Federation's leading expert on combat physiology, he had tested warriors from 93 species. He knew reaction times, combat patterns, and physiological limitations better than anyone in the galaxy. Today, he would finally prove that humans were unremarkable. "Subject is ready," his assistant announced. Lieutenant Maya Rodriguez stood in the center of the testing arena, wearing standard Federation combat gear. She looked relaxed, almost bored. The observation deck held 24 military officials and researchers, all eager to see the newest Federation species tested. "Lieutenant Rodriguez," Zinthik's voice echoed through the arena. "This is a standard reaction assessment. We will deploy combat drones at increasing difficulty levels. Your objective is to neutralize them as quickly as possible. We'll measure your response time from threat detection to action completion." Maya rolled her shoulders. "Got it. When do we start?" "We're starting now. Deploying level 1 drone." A spherical training drone materialized at the far end of the arena, its weapons configured for non-lethal stun rounds. The moment it appeared, it fired. Maya wasn't there. She had moved before the drone finished materializing, anticipating its firing solution and positioning herself in its blind spot. The stun round passed through empty space. Maya's hand touched the drone, deactivating it. Elapsed time, 0.4 seconds. The observation deck went silent. "Interesting," Zinthik said, though his translator struggled to hide his surprise. "Perhaps a fortunate prediction. Level 2. 3 drones, randomized deployment." 3 drones appeared simultaneously at different positions. Maya was already moving as they materialized. She didn't react to them appearing. She reacted to where they would be. All 3 drones were neutralized before they could fire. Elapsed time, 0.7 seconds. "How?" a Draxian general demanded. "The deployment is randomized. She cannot predict." "Level 5, Zinthik interrupted, his scientific pride wounded. 10 drones. Advanced AI patterns." 10 drones materialized in a coordinated formation designed by the Federation's best tactical computers. They were programmed to use crossfire, suppression tactics, and predictive targeting. Maya eliminated all 10 before the observation deck's cameras could fully track her movements. She seemed to flow through the arena like water, always exactly where the drones weren't aiming, always positioned perfectly to neutralize the next threat. Elapsed time, 1.2 seconds. "This is impossible," Zinthik whispered. "Deployed level 10. Maximum difficulty." His assistant hesitated. "Sir, level 10 is designed for entire squads. It's never been attempted by a single. Deploy it." The arena flooded with 50 combat drones, the most advanced training AI in the Federation arsenal. They moved with perfect coordination, cutting off escape routes, overlapping fields of fire, adapting in real time to the opponent's movements. Maya stood perfectly still for exactly half a second. Then she moved. What happened next would be analyzed frame by frame for months. Maya didn't just react to the drones. She predicted their predictive algorithms. She moved through a 3-dimensional chess game where she was simultaneously solving for 50 different opponents, each adapting to her. She used drones as shields against other drones. She positioned herself so that the AI's own crossfire protocols forced them to hold fire. She touched pressure points on the machines that caused cascade failures. She moved with economy that suggested every motion had been calculated 3 moves ahead. When it was over, 50 drones lay inactive. Elapsed time, 4.7 seconds. The observation deck erupted in chaos. Researchers were arguing, generals were demanding repeat tests, and Zinthik stood frozen, staring at his instruments. "Dr. Zinthik," Maya's voice came through the comm system. Can I ask a question? Ah, yes. When were you planning to start the recording? Zenthik checked his equipment. The blood drained from his face. The recording system. I forgot to activate it. I was so focused on the sensor array. He trailed off, horrified. We have no footage. None of this was recorded. Maya laughed, a sound that somehow made every military official in the room feel both relieved and slightly afraid. So do you want to run it again? No, Zenthik said quietly. No, I need to recalibrate everything. Your movements don't make sense. The time between threat detection and response, there is no delay. It's as if you're reacting before the threats fully materialize. Oh, that, Maya said casually. Yeah, humans call it reading the situation. We don't wait for threats to fully develop. We look for precursors, environmental changes, patterns, probability maps. By the time something becomes an immediate threat, we've already made 3 decisions about how to handle it. A Voloshian researcher, whose species was famous for having the galaxy's fastest reflexes, spoke up. But that's not reaction time. That's prediction. Anticipation. Exactly, Maya confirmed. Humans learned a long time ago that reacting fast isn't as good as never needing to react at all. We evolved on a planet where everything was trying to kill us. The ones who survived weren't necessarily the fastest. They were the ones who saw danger coming and were already moving before it arrived. Zenthik sat down heavily. So when I said we're starting now, I started reading the arena before you finished the sentence, Maya admitted. Map probable deployment zones, calculated optimal movement patterns, identified drone vulnerabilities. By the time the first drone appeared, I already had a complete tactical picture. How long did that take? The tactical assessment? About 2 seconds. 2 seconds to create a complete battle strategy for unknown threats? Maya shrugged. I mean, it was only level 1. Didn't need much planning. The observation deck remained silent as the implications sank in. Humans didn't have the fastest reflexes in the galaxy. They had something far more dangerous, the ability to fight battles in their minds before those battles even began. Zenthik looked at his ruined data, his disproven hypotheses, and his shattered assumptions about human limitations. Dr. Zenthik? Maya's voice was almost sympathetic. Want me to slow down for the recording? Please, he said weakly. For science. As Maya prepared for another run, moving with deliberately exaggerated slowness that was somehow more unsettling than her combat speed, one truth became crystal clear to everyone watching. You couldn't measure human reaction time in combat, because by the time you started measuring, they were already 3 moves ahead.